Alright, so this is my persuasive speech. It's basically going to be about exercise and mindful eating. In December of 2012, CNN reported that obesity is a bigger crisis in America than hunger. Think about that for a second. Obesity, people eating too much food, is going to be a bigger crisis in America than hunger. People not being able to get enough food to eat. That's actually kind of crazy. As a matter of fact, CNN also reported that there's been an 82% global increase in being overweight since 1940. The two main points in this speech are going to be about exercise and why it's necessary. And I know you've heard about it before, but maybe I can bring up some things that you've never heard before. And the second point is going to be about mindful eating, and we'll get to what that is later. It's been said that the first step to solving any problem is recognizing that there is one, and obesity is a crisis. Many people think, yeah, okay, I'm just a little bit overweight, but really it's not that bad. But actually, obesity costs the U.S., United States of America, $140 billion annually in medical bills. That's billion with a B. The CDC, as a matter of fact, the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, have projected that 90% of all Americans will be clinically overweight in 2030. Now, overweight doesn't necessarily mean obese, but still, overweight can lead to tons of health risks. Have you ever tried an anti-aging cream? I know I've personally looked at them, but never actually bought one. But as it turns out, possibly one of the best anti-aging creams there is actually exercise. Exercise can do a number of things to the body, including preventing wrinkles. It can give you a natural energy boost, and it's going to control natural weight gain. The funny thing is, people don't often know how much they should exercise. As it turns out, the CDC says that the best thing to do is exercise for 150 minutes a week. That might seem like a lot, but you can break that up to just being 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And that's 2 days where you can rest and still play video games, or watch TV, or whatever it is you may do. That can add, if you just do that simple thing, it can add as much as 5 years to your life. That's 150 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Another one of the best things exercise can do is it can heal your body, literally rejuvenate it. It's going to do a lot of different things for you, but one of the biggest things it can do is improve your mood. It'll improve your mood, improve your libido, and decrease depression. Some of the other cool things that it can do for the body is lower the risk of heart disease. It can lower the risk of stroke, the risk of type 2 preventable diabetes, and can totally eliminate back pain. Besides, what's the good of living if you're in pain your whole life? It's projected that 14 of the last years of your life, 14 of those years, are going to be spent in pain. And that's easily avoided pain. Something to think about at the very least. Next is mindful eating. Now, a lot of people ask, what is mindful eating? Well, a lot of times you might sit down and in front of the couch, you're watching a TV show, and maybe you have a bag of potato chips. You're a classic couch potato. Well, if that is the case, you're probably mindlessly eating, not mindfully eating. The difference is, if you're mindlessly eating, you're going to have a bag of potato chips, and you're going to be just munching and munching and munching. If you're mindfully eating, you can have the same bag of potato chips, measure out a portion, put it in a little bowl, and then just take the bowl. You can mindlessly eat the bowl all you want because you've already done the work up front. So one of the biggest things to do is just to portion every single bit of food you have out. Not to the littlest detail, but just general things. The same benefits of exercise can apply to mindful eating if you're careful, and the benefit is also you're not going to have that crash after lunch. The last thing I'd like to address is, do you remember your grandmother? Or maybe your great-grandmother? I remember my great-grandmother. She was actually a very healthy old woman. And the thing is, I want my grandchildren to remember me. But not just my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren as well. Simple strategies that you can do today in order to live longer include many of the following, but I'm just going to list a couple. Toss out the junk. I know you hear this all the time, but go into your refrigerator, go into your pantry, get rid of just the big junk foods. You know, the pop, the soda pop, the candy, the donuts, the cake. There's still a lot of things you can enjoy that are actually fairly low in calories, like pretzels or some kinds of nuts and certain kinds of popcorn. Another thing you can do is get a gym buddy. A gym buddy is going to motivate you to stick together, and if you don't show up to the gym, then they're going to call you, and if they don't show up to the gym, you can call them, and you're going to hold each other accountable. That's a great way to be sure you're constantly exercising, at least the 30 minutes per day. Lastly, buy health food in bulk. If you buy it in bulk and it's sitting in your fridge, you're more likely to eat it. If it's just there and it's readily available, when you go and open the fridge, instead of seeing that leftover pizza, you're going to see fruits, vegetables, and all the other good stuff that you cook throughout the week. It's a good idea to buy in bulk. So in summary, obesity is a crisis. Exercise is definitely the best diet pill and anti-aging pill. And being mindful can save your life and help you see your great grandchildren. Thank you very much for your time.